The volatility in the markets is brutal, and I'm getting that more than 95% of retail traders are struggling to be consistently profitable. What do they call it? The 5%ers. If you follow exactly these trade signals, ideas that I post in here, you're going to be in that 5% group, hands down. These are the easiest Forex signals to copy. This is for manual trading, and it's incredibly easy. And I'm going to show you how easy it is and how successful these have been. Okay, our members are doing really well with these trade signals here. Now I've got two types of trade signals. These are for manual trading. The other one is Telegram. Take you there quickly. Okay, these are meant for auto copy with something like TS Copier or my Forex account management service. Just quickly, these are the trades that went into Telegram this week. I trade with extremely small risk on this account. This is the master account I use for my trade copy Forex account management. Some of my subscribers have asked me to trade with 0.5% risk per trade on their accounts, and they're doing really, really well. This is 0.2% risk per trade. 100% win rate this week, and that's a direct result of just the upgrade that we've done to this indicator in particular, or actually both of these. I want to show you how easy it is to copy these. If you're trading a prop firm account, a challenge, or you're building your own account, this is where it's at. Manual trading. This is what I posted. Pound Kiwi, look for the pullback and take the next buy signal. That's it. On the momentum sync of the VWAP indicator. That's all we're looking for. Wait for the pullback and take the next buy signal. Pound Kiwi. Well, here's the outcome here. There's the pullback. There's the next buy signal. Just show you that. All you got to do when you see me posting this in Discord is just come in here and go to these two indicators, well, this one in particular, add an alert, buy signal, create, and then when it goes off, let's have a look. Well, yesterday. Yeah, but here they are here going off here, see? So take the first, on the pullback and see, this is why this is such a good indicator. Look, see the pullback, then the signal fires. See how it pulls back and then you get the signal firing just as it's starting to rotate out of the retrace. Look at these. It just doesn't get any better than this. So what I'm going to do in the video is just, well, one thing, just show you how easy these signals are to copy from, my Discord, but and just how you can use this system. I'm going to share with you the exact strategy that I'm using to get these results. The other one was a dollar CAD. Okay, just go down here. Dollar CAD closed now. Look at that. All right. Oh yeah, and the dollar CAD we were looking for. Okay, very specific. See how this is a lower high I wrote in here? Only enter if we get a higher high and a pullback, and then go for the next buy signal. That was the instruction. Look at this. It gave us a higher high and the pullback. There's your buy signal. Take the trade. Let's jump straight in there. So where does your stop loss go? Well, you've got a couple of things. You've got the green dots from our trend channel, and then you've got the previous low. I'm inclined to, you don't want to go too tight. That's way too tight. So previous low, and you've got some dots under here. That's the ideal level for a stop loss. Yeah, watch out. Look at the manipulation. See that? And then there's also another opportunity to get in if you wanted to expand on this trade, add to your position. This is also a buy signal here. Take that one. Get in, and stop loss just under the previous low. Or you can pull it down to, you got the green dots under here. Okay, up to you. Easy target. I'm looking to close 60% at 1R. And then this is your exit signal, or a TP or exit signal here and here. That's it. We've had an extremely good week this week. And now let me just show you how you can use this system the best trades are going to be generally along this thick blue line, and it needs to be trending, and you want to see this dotted line trending under it, and it's a bonus if that purple line. So these are all VWAP, and this dotted line here is the momentum line. So you need that to come together, and then all you're looking for is the pullback, and then the buy signal on the pullback. That's it. Okay, so I've got the word buy on that, but see these hashtags? They're also buy signals. Hashtags come off this indicator here. Right, so this is just following this. But the key thing is this blue dotted line. Now, here's my trade secret. With this, always refer to the 4-hour chart. And if the 4-hour chart is trending, then just run with, see it's trending up 45-degree angle. Okay, without a doubt. That's in an uptrend, but you want to be careful. Okay, from here on, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. This kind of price action is mainly retail. This messy price action under here is smart money. Smart money doesn't trade like this. Okay, they've got a lot of capital that they have to move, and they like to hide their footprint. One way to work out where they're getting busy is through an area like this, right? It's called a balance area, value area, and then the market starts to trend. They start scaling out of their positions as this is moving. I'm going to say that again. Smart money accumulates, and it's messy. Maybe a little bit more here, right? But they start to scale out. Okay, when you see a trend as smooth as this, all right, it's an ideal, get in on the pullback, get in on the pullback. And yeah, get in on the pullback, all right, but just understand that these guys are scaling out as this trends. Then at some stage you get that, right? So you just need to understand the how the markets work, right? Anytime you see picture perfect trend like that, understand that big money is starting to scale out and retail is piling in. Okay, that's how it works. But smart money, this is retail, and smart money starts emptying out their pockets. Look at this, and of course it does that. Starts to trend again, and then down it goes. Right? See this midline here, right? This is way overextended. In fact, you could grab a VWAP. So it's just really important to understand how the markets move. And smart money will use VWAP and Volume Profile. The algos work around VWAP and Volume. Look at VWAP here. Okay, that is going to come crashing down at some stage. So be careful. End of the week is a good time for them. They really unload, and then Friday you get that Friday pullback. Most likely that will pull back. Doesn't have to be exactly that, but in most cases you'll see Friday pullback, the Friday pullback, end of the week. So that is done and dusted. I wouldn't want to get involved with that again. But anyway, come back here. You want to see that it's trending. Okay, and also, you're looking to get involved. See this we use the volume profile down here, and I'll show you this. Just throw it in there. Right. Whenever you see this, that's institutional money right there. The volume profile is telling you that. And then it backs right off and trends up. Another thing you can look for is just how this volume profile, if we grab that, just take it through here and pull it through across to here. Have a look at this. Okay. Right. The B shape. Well, the B-shaped volume profile. This is institution, more money, and this is retail, mainly, with a little bit of institutional kind of help along the way, however they do it, right? But whenever you see a large value area like this, followed by very thin liquidity, expect a move back down, okay? Anyway, it's good to have a bit of a handle on how the markets operate. I won't be buying up here now, Thursday, especially Friday. But here's how you get involved on the lower time frame. Just go back, see back in here. This is institutional money working the markets, right? They're working in their orders. What we look for is this volume profile. I'll just take out, just see if I can delete that. Oh, that's a good one. I don't mind leaving that in because that'll tell you the story. Look, see through here, all right? What we look for is this value area high and value area low on the volume profile. And we keep an eye on, okay, so we know what we know, this is the area that we're interested in. And we're looking for, and this is getting in early on the trend, we're looking for the breakout. Okay, it's as easy as that. So when we break out of here, we have to have, and look how our indicators come into play at the right time. So this is a little bit busy down in here, right? We have to have this blue line trending. We have to have that heading in the same direction along with this. Okay? All of this stuff has to be heading north. And we're watching this area from here. Done it again, right? Through here, this main accumulation range. Our indicators will kick in when we get the breakout of this. And look at the pullback. See the pullback? Buy. See the pullback? Buy. It'll give you the pullback. I mean, it's just really, this is an exquisite system. It really is. And if you follow, well, I mean, look, the easy thing to do is just, if I say wait for the next buy signal, just do that, right? But if you want to get a bit more independent, you can follow this, like jump in with everybody else, that's fine, and ride this wave. But understand now when we get to a point where, have a look at this, see this purple, and this is a purple and white line under here. See how far away we are from that versus back in here. Okay, so price is now overextending. This is mainly retail. Everyone jumping in on the bandwagon, and you've got this separation between, well, all these two blue lines and that. And that's when you've got to half expect this to, at some stage, turn around on you. So these buy signals way up in here, I wouldn't be taking them. Yeah, it's just telling you that there's momentum in there. The buy signals, I don't like the word buy. I would prefer to say, bullish. But that's a really long word and it'll take up all the space on the chart. So just keep an eye on when these things start to trend. This is a white line under here. This is a purple. Okay, that's a monthly, weekly. This is daily. And then you've got your momentum. The closer these are together, the stronger and the more high probability. Follow it up, but just notice a separation between this and this. And look at the volume profile, guys. Look, when you get thin with a big B under here, volume profile, that's a warning. This is very thin liquidity all through here, and expect that. Okay, so don't get involved up in here. This was Thursday. Okay, I thought, let's do it. But come Friday, no, don't do it. That's it. That's our system here. And the most important thing that you need to follow is this blue line and then just the separation between this. And understand that the more that this separates, the higher the risk of that, of the pullback. Okay, let's just have a look at a few of these. Well, these were trades we took this week. Okay, it's all about, see, we've got the volume profile here and it'll give you, let me just show you this, guys. Look, this is how you can trade this. So let's just start here. Now, have a look at, see this? This is our volume profile cluster. And you've got this value area through here. All right, now you can throw in, if you want to, grab an anchored volume profile, chuck it in here. All right, there it is. Now, that's institutional, and we're looking for a break. Let's just play it. Now we're starting to see it break under. See what we want. See the two blue lines here? You've got current day, see that CDVAL, value area low, and current day, Value area high. Well, it's here. It's just the label is nested in there, right? This is a value area. Okay, so we're watching that range, exactly that range, and the cluster of these blue and red levels, right? That's our value area. So we know that institutional money is involved. So what are they going to do? Well, they break out, and it goes into price discovery mode. So we want the break. See under here, the break. It's looking to break. Okay, that's it there. Hold it there. So we break under, and this goes into price discovery. So we want to get involved with that. Now, if you don't want to chase it, just wait for the next pullback. Okay, the retrace and a sell signal. Just be patient. Let it come back. Here it comes. Look, see? So then, you can get involved right on that. And that's giving you this pullback. It's such a, I mean, yeah, that's where you want to get involved. So you would sell. Now, what are we looking for? Okay, so that sell signal fires right there. Stop loss. You've got, I'll just take this out and I'll show you this. The blue line is a good level for a stop loss. And you've got the red dots coming from our trend channel. That's ideal right there. Or you can just go above that point of control, POC, on the volume profile if you want. That's a fairly wide stop, Or you can just go above the previous high and above these lines. Anyway, go for broke with that. And look to close 50% at 1R. So 1R. Okay. Now, here is what's really important with this. Okay, see the blue dotted line? That's trending down. We've got purple and our blue line. So we want to follow it while that's trending and it's broken out of value. And keep an eye on just how far away we get from the blue and the purple. So we just run it. I'm taking 60% off at 1R. Okay, the sell signals kick in. Pull your stop loss down to follow it down, like behind the blue line, if you like. As it goes, you could come into break even, and then your stop loss could start to trail it from here. So just above every previous swing point or something like that. So that's break even there. That's your 1R, you've taken money. So, you could follow it down. Just use a bit of common sense. There's your levels here. Or you could go above that, right? But yeah, this is trading into a yearly level here. It could react off that, right? But that's profitable by now. Now, just notice how far away we're getting from the purple line. Okay, stop it. Yeah, see all this up here? So there's the purple, there's the blue dotted, and see how far out we are? And then look what happens, see? A bit of a run on liquidity. Reaction around the yearly VWAP as well. Just so stay with it, but understand that as it gets further advanced, it increases your risk. So let's just close that. And, what was the outcome? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're here today, righto. Yeah. Then a new day starts. But the blue line is left behind here, so just expect that to pull back up into it. So you're always better off when everything is fairly close together these lines are all fairly close together. The other thing to note is the shaded zone on VWAP. You can see the blue VWAP deviation, and this is shaded through here, right? And it'll most likely trade back looking for that. Anyway, that's that. Now I want to show you a mistake that I made yesterday. Trading futures, right? I broke every rule in the book. I opened a trade long, would you believe? Going against all of this. Absolutely my bad. So where should I have gotten short? Well, that's heading up for a start. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to break the rules. I looked at price action thinking, yeah, we're going to go, we're heading north. We're going to come back into VWAP. I'm going to counter trend trade this, looking for that. The other side of this. Okay, because sometimes it will do that. It'll trade, you can fade it back into VWAP. So I was looking for that fade back into VWAP. Counter trend, very risky. And of course it went the other way. Now, fortunately, my stop loss, that yellow line was my stop loss, and it missed by a couple of ticks. So I stayed in this, went to bed, woke up, and it was just here. Break even, I made $19. I closed at $19 in profit trading gold. So don't go against the grain. And then look here. That's the opportunity. It's in a bearish trend. Pull back into VWAP. There's your breakout. Down you go. Okay. I do it myself, guys. I break my rules and regret it. Luckily that one worked out okay. I was able to close it without any loss. It's slightly in profit, but that's a little bit tricky because this is heading up. You really want everything to align. This signal short would have been okay here. That's a sell signal, but not out in here. Just stay with what I was showing you. Like, I mean, this is gold. Yeah, see, if that's trending up, just don't take it. There's better setups, like, I mean, if we go back, see how all of these lines are close together and they're trending up. That's what you want to get involved with, guys. Trending up and then it breaks. Do I have my, oh, this is a 5-minute chart. I'm not using the momentum sync on that. But come back here. Yeah, look, Aussie dollar. This is what we're looking for here. See how everything is close together? You get the range through here. See, look at the volume profile. You can see it. There's your that's institutional there. Right? That's the distribution. And then that's heading down. That's heading down. Purple line, everything is aligned, and then you get yourself, that's where you want to get involved. That deep pullback into VWAP, then you sell here as well. I don't know, Euro Aussie, we're in that one. All right, let me just delete. Okay, see the purple's moving up. Our dotted line, that starts moving up. So this is the area. Look, see here. Just train yourself to look for the volume profile value area through here. You can see it. That's our volume profile. You can brighten up the colors if you like. So then you're just looking for this to go into price discovery mode, breaking out of this value range. Here it is, look. Oh, there. Okay. You're looking for the breakout of this value range. Oh, it even started further down. But once this starts trending up, everything is trending in your direction and expanding out. That's where you get, that's early on in the trend. That's catching the breakout of a value area. Just so powerful. This is just brilliant. And look, come back to, just mark that up, just throw an eyeball in there and just keep an eye on it on the 4-hour chart. So let's have a look at the eyeball. Yeah, you see that? Okay, so the 4-hour, you can see the value area through here. And then you're looking to get involved with this when it goes into price discovery mode, okay? Take advantage of this opportunity, guys, while it is available for you, free for 7 days, and it's only $29.95 a month after that. You don't need, oh, this is another thing too, our Gold EA has just been unbelievable. That's available as well. But, yeah, join VIP down here. You only really need that. This gold level is only if you're going to use TS Copier. And TS Copier will cost you a lot more than my trade copy. And you don't get the Gold EA with TS Copier. So, jump on the Gold EA, the account management. If you want auto copy, don't go for the gold. You don't need it. And, yeah, you're better off with the Gold EA, and you're not going to get that here. So, to trade manually, just go for the silver. It's only and then it's $29.95. It's ridiculous. Just shout me lunch once a month for now until that goes up. Let's lock it in. And there's PayPal options to join. Okay. Yeah. Stick to the rules. And this is life-changing. You can set all the alerts for this. So once you discern that this is in an accumulation range or a distribution area, just come in and set the alerts and then take them. I'm doing daily videos on this. We've had an amazing week. I've had 100% win rate with my Telegram signals this week. And it's mainly because that the integration of all of this. That's what's changed. Okay. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.